Hello everyone, this is Patricia Gonzalez. I'm going to show you a Google Classroom. I picked this LMS for the classroom because it's so easy to use, and since I never used it before, I was curious on how does it work. Well, first of all, I'm right here, and this is the module for the Google Classroom. One thing that I want to show you really quick is that if you click on this arrow, it automatically goes to the grades. Okay, so I'm going to mention that in a little bit. So when you click on this, you get the stream. So this is, I have a lot of stuff in here. So this is how all of the assignments look in here as a list. What I like about this main stream is that it lets the students know what's upcoming, what's due, and what's due tomorrow, what's due Tuesday, like in this one, and it lets you click on it to get more information. And I think this is pretty cool because it gives them an immediate glare at what is due, and so they can take action on it. Right here where I create my assignments, I can also add comments as far as, okay, whoever turns in this assignment gets 15 minutes recess, or any other type of announcements that I want to tell the students. Also, they can create comments if you wish to. You can fix that on the settings for this LMS. You can have the students either comment or not comment. And I have this student that that she created a comment because I allowed her to, so that's okay to do. And like I said, this can be fixed in under settings. Classwork, this is my classwork. I have this gray button because it allows me to add an assignment, a quiz, material by topic. I also have the Google Calendar, which I love because I can create an assignment or create an event, and the student, and I can send them to the students. I can set up a time, a date, location, and then I can send it to, I can add a title, I can send it to the students, and I can save it. So I think it's really neat. The use of the calendar, and that it's right here in front of the students. The Drive folder, that's where all the materials and the resources that I use for this project are saved. This one right here, under people, I can either add colleagues or other teachers to collaborate on this. Let's say I want to collaborate with a 5th grade teacher that it's departmentalized, and she wants to use the same material that you're using, so I can share with her, and she can be using the same lesson plan, or she can make a copy of the lesson plan without affecting my information. I can also add students using this plus sign and invite them. The grades, I really like this feature because it's so easy to add grades. It looks so simple, but it's so easy to use. Right here it says the due date, right here in these 3 dots. There's no grades in here because the due date is tomorrow. So I can come in here and click on edit. And then if everything looks good, information the same, points the same, and I can say, well, you know what? I want them to turn it in on the 26th. Then I can change it. Everything looks good, save, and it automatically changes the due date, and it sends the students a notification on that. On this one, let's say, okay, this student doesn't have a grade because he didn't turn it in. Well, it's so simple to do it. Okay, let's say Jana turned it in yesterday. Okay, well, I checked it, and 85, and that's it, and it saves it automatically. I can click on view submission of the work that she submitted, and I can also add a comment. Great job. Or you can do, you can extend the comments, or you can add a comment bank. Let's say you want to do great job on your assignment. Oops. Okay, and then add to the bank, and it saves it automatically. So next time I want to use it, I can just click on it and without me retyping it. I wanted to talk about the assessment. So I had an iMovie quiz for the students to answer, and it was sent through their email. So I can click on responses, and it gives me data, either a summary of all of their responses, and it looks really neat because it gives me detailed data about all of the questions that were asked. I can either look data per question, per individual, per individual who answered this this quiz. Also, I have a survey to see if the lecture was effective for them. So if I click here and I click on the responses, and it gives me a pie chart of the students' responses, a bar graph, and a detailed specification of what the students wrote, because this specific question was an open-ended answer. So it shows me everything. Okay, then I want to show you Classcraft. Classcraft is a way of engaging students and give them encouragement on finishing their assignments through these avatars that they selected. And through these avatars, I can either add or take away points if they finish their work on time, or if they did something nice for a classmate. For example, I have all of these points: handing homework on time, something nice to another student. And for example, this completing all class work before the end of the class, it's 100 points. So I added the value here, 100, then I click apply, and that student earned 100 more points. Or I can take away points, and according to the points that they keep earning, they can earn armor, they can earn powers. So this really encourages the kids to keep going, turning in homework, making right choices, being nice, and encouraged. Well, this is pretty much it. One of the amazing features, like I said, is a calendar, and it's the grades that are so simple to use. And that's it. Lastly, I want to talk about the iRubric. The iRubric is a really nice, interactive, and digital way to have students monitor their own learning. For example, I have specifically assigned for the students to use the rubric before, during, and after the kids are working on their assignment. So this rubric, it's going to help them monitor their work. They're going to look at poor, fair, and good, and so for they're going to aim for the good. So that's going to help them